I know a lot of people have said, hey, he almost beat Noah. This is really impressive. Maybe he even races in the Olympics, people have said in 2028. I
Yeah.
got to ask you, Christian, first of all, thoughts on that race? I'm sure you've seen it by now. Impressive, not impressive? What do you think?
I mean, I guess it depends on like what angle you trying to come from because obviously as track athletes, all have an understanding right now that like obviously the Olympics just happened, then we kind of all went into our off season. So we haven't really been, training or running like majority of people like we just started back up training like this week. Like this week was our first like, real week of like officially just getting back into training. So I'm sure Noah has just, been taking vacations and just chilling a little bit and then they just decided to get out there and race or whatever. Like, so he hasn't even really been training. But I don't know. I feel like, I feel like the Olympics is one of them things where you don't have to say, you want to do it or whatever. You just do it. You know what I'm saying? You got to get out there and you got to qualify for it just like everybody else. So, I mean, he has just as good of a chance as anybody to go out there and do it if he wants to put his hand in the ring. But honestly, he doesn't really have to wait that long. We have a world championships next year, in 2025 in Tokyo. So, if he wanted to, he can get out there next year and throw his hat in the ring.
Christian, you have done things like this in the past. You always raise your hand, like if somebody wants to race, if it's a celebrity, whoever it might be. You've said, "Hey, let's do this. Let's go to the track and see who's faster." We've
Yeah,
run like a 4.12 40-yard dash before. I mean, you just are blazing fast. Goes without saying. Are
yeah.
you interested in a race with IShowSpeed?
I mean, I guess if he wanted to, but my thing is with these type of situations is like, what? So what do I get? You know what I'm saying from
Right.
this? Because like, as long as it's in good spirit and we promote the sport and it's a healthy respect, but as long as nobody or him especially doesn't feel as if like this is like a serious thing, like you know what I'm saying. I don't even know how far they ran. I think they ran the 50 or whatever,
50.
but that's not even the real race, in track and field. So I'd be down just for the entertainment factor, but to me, I don't really get much like what do I get from that? Like
It's
he's
just a
clearly
lose
not.
lose, right? If you
Yeah,
win,
it's
then
like he's clearly
you're
not
supposed
faster
to.
than Noah. It's one of those things. So it's cool to watch and get the clicks and stuff like that. But like I said, if he wanted to, like he does not have to wait until 2028. Like next year, it's a world championship. So if he wanted to train and he wanted to get out there in a few amateur meets and put his hat in the ring, he very well could do that.
Would you have any interest in training with him if he came to you and he said, "Hey, Christian, you've been in this sport for your whole life, forever. I like this. I'd like
Mhm.
to sort of learn from you." Would you be interested?
Yeah, I'd be interested for sure. Like obviously he has a big platform
Yeah.
and cool personality and stuff like that. So if he wanted to come down and train and actually, learn from the best of the best, my training group down here, Star Athletics, if he wanted to come check us out, he's more than welcome to do that.
So is the takeaway that he is obviously he's a as far as normal people are concerned, he's a
Mhm.
really good athlete. He's obviously if him and I race, he's going to kill me. But
Right.
as far as world class, maybe we're talking about there being levels to this.
Obviously, man. I mean, but like you said, he's a good athlete. Like I've seen, little clips and videos and stuff like that online of him doing some. I think he like jumped over a car or something
Yeah.
crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? So I can respect him from that standpoint. And he's not afraid to actually get out there and try to actually do certain things. So that's something that athletes can relate to because we the type of people where it's like we don't gotta talk about it. Let's actually go do it.
Right.
But at the same time, like you said, it's levels to this. Like, as a professional and been doing it for a long time. Like I said, I'm sure Noah hasn't been training or, intense right now. Like it's in the winter time and our season is we are trying to get prepared for May, June, and July. So right now we're not even really doing speed work and stuff like that. We're lifting weights. So it's just I don't know. It's like you said, it's levels to this. This is a little different.
In a way, could it be good for the sport? Because I always feel like, you guys don't get the attention that you deserve. It's like people pay attention every 4 years when the Olympics roll around.
Right.
I know the Netflix show has helped some, but you guys are
Mhm.
such amazing athletes, and I always feel like you should get more attention. Could this be something potentially good? Because he does have so many, millions
Mhm.
and millions of people that watch him.
I agree. I agree. That's why I say as long as it's we just take it for face value for what it is and it's a healthy mutual respect. Um I think that it can be a good thing for the sport just to bring a lot of eyes and attention because obviously he has a big platform. So if like I said, if he wanted to come down and legitimately train and legitimately see what it really takes, to be a professional track athlete and to, run at a high level and actually see how difficult it might be to run a full 100 meters or full 200 or 400 or whatever. I'm sure that'll bode well for track and field, just for people to get a different level of respect for it as well.
I was gonna say, what does he have a
Yeah.
better chance in the like the 60 or the 100? It feels like
He don't
maybe
have
not.
a chance at all. He don't have any chance. It just is what it is. But it would be interesting and entertaining. So, yeah.